Hello, World Tank Blitzers. It's a Littlefinger. Happy Friday, October 1st. You know the drill. It's time for the store review. Being the beginning of the month, we do have a new Battle Pass that I want to talk about. First, for me, Battle Pass fatigue has certainly set in, but I do want to remind you that for $5, if you complete all of your missions, you're going to get over 3,000 gold from this, along with the Titan T2457. You're saying, what the heck is this thing? Well, it's taken the Chaffee hull with an AMX 1357 turret, but really, I would say the gun is much closer to the AMX 12T than anything. Yeah, the difficulty with the AMX tanks is their lack of gun depression. But you do get 6 degrees of gun depression in this tank. It does have the 3-shot auto loader. And obviously some interesting looking little spaced armor around the sides. But other than that, it's pretty much copy and paste of the Chaffee and the AMX. So again, still a good deal, as it works out to be about 620 gold per dollar. As long as you are coming in and you're completing your missions. And obviously the big one here is once you buy the battle pass, this one gets unlocked, and that's 10 of your 40 that you can earn each day. So it's very easy. You don't have to complete every mission every day in order to get all the way up to level 80, because at level 77 is where you maximize your gold vault to 2,000, and that's where the majority of the gold is. So you got to get up to here and fill up your vault and then claim your vault. But of course, you've got gold and premium time and lots of boosters and 5Xs. So a lot of other stuff in the battle pass, which of course makes you come back every day to complete those missions, which is what Wargaming wants: more players, bigger base of players, less wait time, all of that stuff. So you can skip to level 25 for 20 bucks, or just start out at level 1 with the $5 entry there. Again, we're in the offer section of the store, so I'll quickly go over the stuff here. M3 Light, what I was typically saying about these tanks is that you can sell them for gold once you're done playing with them. So they are sometimes a pretty good deal. But word of caution here from me, and I don't know if it's just me, but I have an extremely difficult time getting into lower tier battles, having to wait 5 to 15 minutes and then just giving up, because that's a shit ton of time to wait, and I can't. I mean, just sit there holding a tablet in your hand. But anyway, let's move on down to the tanks here, because I just hate the way this garage is organized. Brute force, we've got the IS-2SH and the T-2020. Both tier 8 Soviet heavy tanks. You've got the camo, the 9 equipment slots, 12,500 gold. I'm going to say this is pretty expensive for what you're getting here. The IS-2SH is a cheaper version of the Chrysler K, which is a much better tank, rear mounted turret. And the T-2020 is really a cheaper version of the Object 252U, although it is much better than when it first came out. And you can see that by their individual prices. Anything under 7,500 for a tier 8 premium is on the cheap side. And that's because there's not a high demand for these tanks. The Dicker Max gets the award for the regular premium tank that used to be in the store daily, that got taken away, comes back first. So we saw this tank back in April of this year, or maybe it was last year, for 15,000 gold. It did not come with the 30 days of premium, so it's a fair price. I do like the fact that you've got 30 days of premium and a fun little TD to use there at tier 6. But again, probably not a tier that you're gonna stick at for very long once you get into the tier 8s and up tanks. We've got the Invincible Menace here with the ISU 122S and the 12244. And yes, I was wrong last week, guys. I did mess up my tanks. The ISU 122S just does have the standard premium rounds, the SU 12244 does get a lot of bounces with this extremely sloped frontal armor, and it's a pretty aggressive tank to play. But again, I'm not in favor of a bundle, even though this is for only 6,500 gold, of two very, very similar tanks with their play styles. Um, Either one of these is a good pickup. I like both of these tanks quite a bit. The accuracy on the ISU 122S seems a little bit better. I don't know statistically if they are the same or if it's better. It just feels that way playing it. I just get trolled a lot by the SU. Not sure why. Gold still for sale for 2x. My understanding is that once you've purchased this, it goes back to the regular prices. Here is the premium time. Like I said, if you're going to buy gold, go ahead and get yourself some premium time and just grind out those credits for those tanks that you're grinding right now. And then we've got a lot of friggin' containers down here, like you would imagine. And one of the things I wanted to ask you guys, because I don't know, I noticed down here that it says main reward, and then it's got some sort of status bar underneath it, and I'll show you that to you on a different container. And I was just wondering why that is, because like for this one, you get 21 surprise containers. You'll get one of these boxes in it. So basically you'll be opening up each one, depending upon which you get, you might be getting 2 or 3 of one, but only have a 5% drop chance. And I went through and looked at these, and I have every single one of these tanks. So if this is like, main, I don't know what the main reward is referring to, but I would think if you have every tank that would be full. I don't know. Just throwing that out there in case anyone does know, because here I was looking at getting the Object 907, which is probably the most expensive tank out there right now. Believe it takes 25 charms to get this tank, and you can see that 14 containers is $100. So if you're not lucky enough to pull it with the 5% drop chance, then you're going to have to spend a lot of money to get this tank. But again, you can see here, main reward, it's down here towards the bottom, and I just don't know why. Other than the fact that I know I've bought a couple of containers, and so I have a couple of charms, and I'm assuming that maybe that's the amount of charms left I need to do to get the tank. I don't know, but then it doesn't make sense on the previous containers, which don't have charms. Anyway, 5% drop chance to get this tank. So again, pure gambling. Certainly want to wait for it to come back in stores at a reasonable price. Collect them all containers, which is, again, we'll see here, main reward. I have all of these tanks, pretty much all of these tanks. Let's just scroll through here. See if I can see any that I am missing. It's a lot of tanks. But anyway, here is your drop chance and the compensation if you already have that tank. A lot of tanks. Anyway, so basically just a 5% chance of getting any one of those tanks in there. So all of those 0.05s add up to 5%. And let me just go back up to the offer section and see if there's anything that we didn't talk about. Obviously, the battle pass, the object, and I really don't like how these scroll either. I think the store is just completely messed up. Not sure if it's worth talking about these resources here. So 7,500 is going to get you 5 camo containers. That's horrible. 30 days of premium time, which should be about 1,000 to 2,000 gold at max, 5 million credits, and 250 boosters. This is just a horrible deal, guys. I don't like anything that they've got in store here under um, these these research kits. I mean, you know, you're talking about 10,000 gold here for 30 bucks. 330 gold per dollar. Just buy the 2x container gold containers if you can. It's not a good deal. So try to stay away from these. So I'm sorry, guys. I've been a little bit pessimistic here on the store review. Not a lot of good tanks in there. And with my battle pass fatigue, I'm just like, I don't know. Uh, I hope that you guys got the 50 TP. It is a great tank, so I would focus your energy on getting that, and just take a look at my video on some tips to help you on those brother in arms mission there to get 2 kills each in the same clan, and both survive and win the battle. So with that, I hope you have a great weekend, guys. Get educated, not fingered. Littlefinger out.